Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I said hey.
Hey.
Welcome back to my channel.
Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, I'm Jasmine W. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Of course, I have my guest here for one more week. She won't be here for the finale. But she is here this week. This is my mom. You want to say something, Mom?
Hi.
Okay. Y'all know I like to jump right into it, but I must let you know that every Thursday a new episode of my podcast, Jazmyn Gives Bad Advice, drops. And y'all always talking about how y'all want to support Black women. Well, you can support a Black woman by listening to my podcast. It don't cost you nothing.
At all.
It don't cost you nothing, okay? People be on here begging for your coin, and I'm just begging for you to listen to my podcast. That's all I'm doing. And also, y'all know I like to shout out a Black business every time I get on YouTube. So I want to shout out today. It's Bro Brothers Whiskey. I actually received some whiskey from them in a promo box yesterday, and I tagged them in the video, and they said their whiskey is really good with 3 parts lemonade and 1 part. I actually think it's bourbon. Is bourbon and whiskey the same thing?
It's bourbon.
Yeah. Oh, it's bourbon. Okay, well,
it's the same thing. It's all whiskey.
It's all kind of the same. Anyway, it's
Yeah.
brown, honey. And y'all, we know y'all like brown.
Okay.
Okay. And it's Black owned by 3 Black men. So support them as well. They were just really nice. I hadn't tasted the liquor yet, but I will taste the liquor
One day.
once, I guess, my life is different. Anyway, y'all know I like to jump right into it. So let's get into this Married at First Sight review. We always start with the what?
Most boring couple.
Most boring couple.
Yay.
And this week, I know you said you didn't know who was the most boring.
They all was kind of boring to me.
Yeah,
This week.
yeah. Do y'all remember Amber and what's his name with the teeth that was on the show that decided not to move forward? That would seem like so long ago, but the 5th couple, we never saw them again, which is fine, but
Was her name Amber?
no, I don't remember her name. It was Alyssa, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was Alyssa.
It was Alyssa and then
I don't remember.
Shark Tooth or whatever his name was.
Really?
Baby shark.
Anyway, he was a very nice gentleman.
Yes.
Baby shark.
Let's start off with Noy and Steve.
Baby shark.
This week. Let's start off with Noy and Steve. So, Steve took Noy to his childhood home. Now y'all said Steve was rich.
Where?
Really?
What's funny?
That's what y'all said. So maybe the home is paid off and they are rich. So that.
Well, I'm telling you, his money has nothing to do with his parents' money.
Well, everybody online was making excuses about how his parents got money. This was the rumors that was going on in Married at First Sight world. His parents got money. His daddy and mama got money. But I just feel like y'all assume Steve was rich and had money and y'all have no proof.
Okay, now what?
I don't know if he's rich.
Neither do y'all. Anyway, we saw the home he grew up in, which was very cute.
Mm-hmm.
And Noy was annoyed at the fact that annoyed at the fact that Steve had a stuffed animal that he's had since he was a kid, and he held it up and kissed it, and she was like, he still has a stuffed animal. He's 38. What's the problem with that?
None. I still got stuff, yours, dolls and stuff.
I literally have stuff that I had when I was a kid.
Yeah, you save it.
Yeah. It's not a toy, but what's the problem with that? I don't understand. And it ain't like it was even at his house. It was at his parents' house in his old room.
Yeah, his mom holding on to it, not him.
Yeah, so why is she throwing shade?
Yeah, it's not like he up at night kissing the stuffed animal or something.
If he was, would you be with him, Ma?
If he was up kissing it, I don't care if he wants to kiss the animal, that's his, not mine.
No, ma'am.
Anyway, I wrote down Steve's mom is so sweet. When he pulled out his little rap song and everything, she knew all the words.
She sure did.
That's a good mom right there, because you could tell she listened to it over and over, and after so much time had passed, she still knew the words.
Well, you don't know. She might be listening to it every night. You don't know how long. Sometimes she get bored. She just put it out and start listening.
Well, she said it had been a long time. She still listened.
Well, she knew it. I mean, she knew all the words.
She did, but I thought
guess
that
if your son got one song, I guess you would remember.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's
I thought that was
very nice.
And I wrote down, what kind of song is this? Is this rap?
Something like that.
I don't
I know they not calling this rap. I don't know what that was, but
Well, you know, I think he's a 80s, kid or something.
yeah, he 38, so
Yeah.
he's definitely 80s.
80s, yeah.
But he was young. On this episode, we were supposed to go to all of the places where everybody grew up. Did Noy grow up in a dance studio?
Yeah, because that's where they went to and stuff. And then she said she can dance.
And she can't. How you gonna take your husband to a dance studio and he outdance you?
Yeah, he was getting it too.
Right.
I said, how is Steve outdancing Noy right now and she grew up in a dance studio? She was born in a dance studio,
Yeah.
child. You lying. Noy be lying. She's a liar.
She is.
She's a liar. Have y'all noticed that? Noy is a liar. I hope y'all noticed that by now. I wrote down, Steve don't need a Noy, he need a Niecy. Because between the rapping, honey, the dancing,
Oh, yeah,
and,
he was doing it all.
okay, and the wanting to be a stay-at-home dad, because you know how black women like to take care of their men.
Ooh.
The shade. And guess what? Black women not above getting shade from me. Anyway, and we do.
Y'all know I ain't lying, so just go ahead and like.
Child, Steve need him a Niecy, not a Noy, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Noy said she don't want to give up her place, and Dr. Pepper said that her and her husband live separately. Honey, let me tell you something about that. After living with a man for as long as I've been living with one, I can see why you want to live separate, Dr. Pepper.
Well, Dr. Pepper said this is her second marriage. She's on her first when she did live and her kids grew up. Now she got her another man, and this man hearing her say,
and he got his own place.
He got his place, she got hers. So,
but no, seriously.
But I don't like that.
So you trying to move in? You trying to move to LA without my daddy? So I don't even know why. Yes, you are. I don't know why you talking about you don't like that. You trying to move to LA without my daddy? So that's why
I'm so visiting LA without him.
Girl.
But I'm going back.
Reluctantly.
No comment. Anyway, I wrote down, Steve, do not do it. I think that living separately in a marriage could work, but not this way. Okay, not this way. Dr. Pepper is a different story. She was married before. She married in her older ages, and you don't want to change and stuff like that. I can think about the older family members I have and it working out for them, being with somebody but not living with them. I can really see it. But when you're young and you want to have a family and stuff like that, it just makes things more difficult.
Yeah, why would you live apart?
And there's no point in you coming on this show and wanting to live separate from your husband for no reason except for the fact that your independence. It makes no sense.
It's called Married at First Sight, not married and separated. Okay.
But the thing about it is what makes it stupid is this is why I say Noy be lying. It's because she wants to be a stay-at-home mom, but you want to live separately, but you want to have kids, but you want to be married. No, you don't. Because you have to pay your own rent. How you going to stay at home? You expect Steve to pay his rent and your rent?
She do.
That's stupid. Let's move on to the next couple.
Okay, yeah.
I think we're going to do Michael and Jasmina because I only have a few notes on them.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Petoskey, because Jasmina dedicated her whole episode yesterday to her. I said teachers. I wrote down teachers aren't paid enough. Shout out to all the teachers who work for too little money. We appreciate y'all. But anyway, I said this is a very traumatic life that Jasmina had. Her father left her. Her mother left her. When she was telling her story, Michael cried, and I thought that was really sweet. It shows he had a lot of empathy. Yeah. And I wrote down, are Michael and Jasmina getting closer?
Yes.
No.
I told you they were.
No, they're not. Because this is based on how Jasmina feel, and guess what? Jasmina don't like Michael like that.
She don't feel nothing.
She does. Believe me.
Yeah, I'm finding it hard.
She likes him.
Let me tell you something. You really believe Jasmina like Michael and just won't admit it.
Why?
She likes him. She don't want to admit that she likes
Well, what about when she say on the next episode during the preview, I'm not physically attracted? What does that mean to you?
She don't even know, probably. She probably is and don't even know it. You know, the girl said she been dating on the internet. So you don't have a connection with somebody. It's a computer. Now she got a real live person. She don't know how to interact with them.
Not a live person.
No, I just think she's not attracted to him.
Okay.
Michael said his brother, he took Jasmina to the park and said his brother used to get him up at 7 a.m. To work out. And I wrote down, you know what, our grown how we grow up really makes us who we are, because now Michael's a trainer and he has a lot of diligence when it comes to like he has a lot of what am I trying to say? Like, you know,
Girl, we don't know.
he's very like structured. He works really hard. You know what I mean? Like he has a lot of whatever. Anyway.
Sorry.
Well, that was the shadiest cough I think I ever seen. Anyway.
Well, that wasn't shady. I really was coughing.
Okay. Well, I just say, you know, Michael, he's very hardworking. So
Yeah,
that showed how that molded him.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down Michael is too sad
Why is she looking like that?
in general. I just find him very sad to be. I think he's kind of a sad person. You know, I think he should go to therapy.
I think he already does, don't
I don't know.
he? You said that real quick. I don't know.
I don't know if he does, but
Okay.
he should, because he seems kind of like he could need some emotional support. But I say that about everybody, because Jasmina need therapy too,
Yeah.
and
She said everybody needs. We all.
Noi needs
it.
therapy.
We all.
I don't think Steve needs to go to therapy. He seems like he already been.
He the only one.
The way that he communicates, to be honest, unless his parents were just excellent communicators and he grew up communicating that way. But he seems to me, the way that he communicates, that he's already been to therapy, actually. I wrote down, finally, Jasmina don't like Mike. You can't force romance. He was holding her hand in her sleep, which I thought was really sweet.
But also kind of creepy, but sweet.
But
Well, the man said you gotta catch her while she sleep. That's the only way you gonna get the whole hand.
that's
He said you can do
but
it while
don't
she
you see
sleep.
how that's a problem?
She felt his hand. You think if you laying down sleep, unless you are some kind
Oh
of
my
mannequin
gosh.
or something,
Why-
you're gonna feel his hand.
Why is this woman in denial about Jasmina not liking Michael?
No, but if you laying down and somebody touch your hand, you sleep, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna wiggle, you're gonna do something. You're not just gonna lay there like a little mannequin or something.
Yeah, I know. If my husband touched my hand in my sleep, I'm gonna say my hand is sweaty. I'm gonna feel the sweat from my hand already. Like,
Okay.
I know you feel somebody's hand in your sleep.
in your sleep. She probably over there
But,
going, yeah, he touched my
like,
hand.
you're asleep, or maybe you don't. The other night I fell asleep and I was knocked out. You would probably had to hit me in the head with a pan or something to wake me up.
Well, let's just not talk about that. Right?
Okay, well, anyway.
Why she don't want to talk about me being tired? Girl.
Okay, anyway. Let's move on. Let's move on to the next couple. Let's move on to another couple that don't like each other.
Okay.
Let's do Lucy and Ricky.
Yeah, let's do Lucy and Ricky.
Lucy said, I'm too loving. I'm too giving. I'm too smart. I'm too caring.
I look too good to be.
I'm the baddest bee. I'm the baddest bee. Girl, no, you're not.
Okay, Trina.
She said that Ricky told her that she is too much and she don't want to stop being too loving and too caring and too beautiful and too all of that. Girl, ain't nobody said that about you.
Nobody. Not one person.
Girl, he said you too much as if you need to calm down. You get on his nerves. Not you're too smart, you're too caring, you're too loving, you're too motherly.
Yeah, and he's saying it just to tone it down some.
Bring it down. You're at a 10. You should bring it down to a 3 or a 4 is what he's saying.
That low?
Lower.
At least bring it to half. You don't just go all the way down to 3.
Yeah,
you gotta go half.
Yeah,
halfway down.
Maybe you're right.
Mm-hmm.
This is what tripped me out. Is Lucy and Ricky were talking to Dr. Pepper, and he was explaining that he tries to tell her to stop kissing on him and licking his face and grabbing him by the balls and all of that whenever he trying to relax and just chill. And she was like, he never said stop. I mean, he said stop, but he never said stop.
Girl, what?
Girl, stop is stop.
Okay, no means no.
She said he didn't say stop. He said stop. That's stop. That means stop.
Oh man, I can't stop laughing at that. Y'all, okay. All
No
right.
means no.
All right, okay.
Anyway.
Wow.
You ever been tickled, Ma? Like, I'm very ticklish, but if I'm getting tickled and I'm saying stop, that means stop. You know what I mean? I'm very ticklish. And I might be like squirming and stuff, but that don't mean keep tickling me, you know? Okay, well, forget it. She just sat there and just didn't say nothing. I don't know.
Well, you know what you want me to do? Tickle you now or something?
No, I don't want you to tickle.
Okay,
Stop.
well, okay.
Stop. No. No means no. I do not. Anyway, Lucy said, this isn't the right guy for me. Girl, Michael's trying to tell you that. Or Mike, whatever his name is. Ricky is trying to tell
Mark.
you that you're not the one for him.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. He probably going, oh, thank God I'm not the right one.
Right. You just want to be the one to break up.
Yeah, just do it, girl.
What's his name? Mark? What is his name?
Dr. Pepper's advice was like, you need to give more affection to your wife. Dr. Pepper, he don't like this woman.
Mm-mm.
Why is your advice for him to do better? He don't like her.
Bad advice.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he did at first, but now he doesn't.
Well, no, he was just trying to see. He was trying to give it a chance at first. I don't think he ever really liked her that much.
But he kind of liked her, but now,
The only thing that I would say is very annoying that I would be annoyed by is every time they eat, she always trying to get him to try something new.
Yeah, put the food in his mouth. Why can't he put it in his own mouth?
Also, don't nobody want to try nothing new every time we eat.
Right. Why she looking like that?
What are you trying to say? I be making you try new stuff?
Yeah.
Not every time I eat do you try something new.
Not every time, but...
Well, that's because she only want to eat chicken, okay?
Ooh, ooh.
No shade.
He fish too.
Okay, yeah, she just want to eat chicken and fish. That's it. She don't want to eat. She don't eat nothing else.
Like Ludacris.
Yeah, she wants me to go out and get some leaves off the tree out there and eat those. No.
I want her to eat something green.
And those are green.
Anyway, moving on.
We're not gonna talk about that either.
Why Ricky looked at Lucy and said, I know how to touch your heart. I know what you need for love. I told you to just give me a chance and I can. What are you talking about? And why are you looking at her? And can you blink?
He has big eyes. He don't blink like that. His eyes are huge.
Okay.
Anyway, I just thought the whole thing was odd. It was like he was talked into doing that. It wasn't natural.
They might have told him to say it, but say it like with expression.
Yeah, they told him to look passionate, and he said, I love you. I know how to touch your heart. And they were like, okay, we'll just use what we have.
I can't stop laughing today. This is too much.
Anyway, JC the cat got sick.
Oh, no, this is sad. I don't want to get into the cat.
I'm not going to talk about the cat. I said poor thing was 14 years old, and Ricky had to make the tough decision to put his cat down, which was devastating. Okay,
Yeah,
I have a dog, so I don't even want to play.
We don't even want to talk about the cat. Nope.
Yes, the cat was suffering, so
Yeah,
he did what
we'll
he had
leave
to
it
do.
alone now.
But the one thing I will say is, Lucy, why was she smiling?
Yeah. pointed that out to you.
You
Look
did.
like she over there laughing about it. Like, I'm like, girl.
I think that, first of all, Lucy need therapy.
Bad.
I think that Lucy is so happy that Ricky needs her. Because she wants to just be needed so bad. Mm-hmm. So she's just happy that he's struggling and he want a hug.
Right.
And I think that that's weird, honestly. I think that she has low self-esteem and she needs to work on that.
Yeah.
And she gonna enjoy his pain.
Soon after that, they went to where Lucy grew up, which was in the woods, I guess, which I believe it.
It was a house kind of back up there.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't really show it that much because, somebody probably live in it, somebody else.
Well, I believe she grew up in the woods and she trying to act like she is Princess Diana. But
wow.
Anyway.
Raised by wolves.
I said she made her own path in the woods. I don't know. White women be doing that, and that's how they be ending up in a lot of trouble making their own trails.
Follow the path.
Don't they? Yeah, y'all know how y'all be doing when y'all go hiking. Hey, let's take a different route. No, hell no, we ain't taking no different route. That's what Ricky said, and I don't blame him.
Right.
I wrote down, Lucy needs therapy. She feels like she don't belong. She cried about how she didn't belong. She always felt like she didn't belong. Her family, she didn't fit in. And now she's not going to fit in with her husband because she's so insecure that anytime he say anything to her, she going to take it as a personal attack. And I wrote down, Lucy want to be a therapist so bad.
Right.
I wish she would just go back to school because she thinks she know everything about everything.
She knows a lot.
Did I miss something?
Yeah.
What?
It's certain people like that know a lot about everything. I mean, they know a lot about everything. You could say, okay, see this glass over here? It's blue. Oh yeah, I'll tell you how they made that blue. What?
I feel like I'm like that. I feel like I know a little bit about a lot of stuff, but I don't know a whole lot about anything.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
I always say that.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You do know a lot.
Shade.
That's shade. That's a little shade. But anyway, let's move on to the last couple.
Controller One
and Katina.
Oh, yeah.
A hot mess.
I wrote down therapy. Controller One. Okay, hold on. I wrote down therapy. Okay, Controller One. Did y'all see how angry he was about when he talks about his childhood? Did you notice that, Ma?
Yeah.
How angry he was?
Well, he said he from the projects. Really do.
A lot of people be from the projects.
That's what I'm trying to tell him.
But the anger he had behind it is what I really, really noticed.
Yeah.
He's mad at somebody or something for them not having a lot growing up. He seems resentful for that. Because if you notice, he said, me and my brother and such had to share a room. Is that enough for two people? No. And it was the way he kind of said that, what we had wasn't enough and it wasn't right. That's how he sort of expressed himself. And I feel like he has a lot of resentment towards somebody, and maybe his mom.
Ding, ding.
For not providing in the ways that he thinks he should have been provided for,
Yeah.
And that just really came through. His anger is all wrapped up in that. Therapy Jazz.
Wow.
When a man says stuff like this to you, when he says, we grew up different. I didn't grow up in the suburbs. I didn't have what you had. He's starting to resent Katina because her parents were able to provide for her in a way that his weren't. That's not either one of y'all's fault.
Yeah.
So why are you getting upset at Katina for having more support than you had growing up? You should be thankful that she had more support than you, so that when you guys have a kid, your wife is a little bit more advanced as far as how to take care of those kids because she had support growing up. Whereas you only think you know what to do, but you don't. You know? So maybe she can teach you a thing about support and what it looks like to support a family, because while you have bettered yourself, you didn't have that as a example for you growing up. So what's the problem? Why are you upset? Or why are you showing anger at the fact that she grew up in the suburbs and had more than you?
Ooh.
That's weird to me. No comments, Bart?
I know. Not on that part of it.
You said that after they sat on the bench, Controller Juan barely kissed Katina on the lips. It was like an air kiss.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he went with like, I don't even think he touched her lips.
He did.
Went like this.
OMG.
You gotta show it from the side, man. You gotta turn.
I mean, he barely. This is her lips. He said.
He said.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Listen. I thought it was interesting that both of their moms recovered from breast cancer. That's something that should connect them. You know, a similar experience.
Yeah.
When Katina was talking about took Olajuwon to church, and she was talking about how she want to raise her kids in the church and stuff like that, Olajuwon pretended to care, but he didn't. Did y'all catch that? He was like, "Oh yeah, for sure, yeah." Olajuwon don't want to go to church, and he don't care about that.
I don't even think they've been to church out there in these weeks. They've been together, right?
We don't know.
Well, they don't show. I guess they off on the weekend. I'm sorry.
Like, we don't know if they've been to church.
Yeah, they might not film on the weekends.
I could tell that Olajuwon was not interested in going to church, though, just by his responses.
I don't know. He said he went to church. He said it when he was little. He went to church.
When he was little, but as an adult.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
She said she wants to raise her kids in church. I mean, she wants to be at church every Sunday.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe she will.
He won't be there.
Well, the way things going, don't look like the kids going to be with him. They're going to be with another man, them kids.
Okay.
Because the way he talking now.
Olajuwon told Dr. Pepper that he told Katina to shut the hell up. Hold on, yeah. He said, I told her to shut up. And I almost left. But then I went to the bathroom and peed. And I felt better. And I came out and apologized to her.
Really?
Dr. Pepper looked concerned. Katina looked worn down and beat down.
She had bags under her eyes, looked like it, and everything. Girl, this man tell you to shut up. No, bro.
No, ma'am.
He said after they argue, you would never know that they even argued. Because a few minutes later, we're a happy, loving couple. Controller Juan needs some help.
Yeah.
He does. Because Katina
is worn down.
Is not letting everything that you say roll off her shoulders like you think. He needs some help.
Yeah.
When is his birthday? Because I'm trying to figure out what sign he is. Anyway.
Let me know, y'all.
I don't even think he got a sign. Oh my goodness.
They told Dr. Pepper that they were on the same page.
I bet he a fire sign.
Kids. And they were like, yeah, 2 to 3 years or whatever. First of all, Olajuwon never said that he wanted to have kids in 2 years. He said 3 years.
Right.
And Katina said, oh yeah, 2 years is my timeline too. We already talked about that in like one of the first or second reviews I did. Also, I don't think Olajuwon wants to have kids with her at all. He's not interested in having kids with her. I don't even know if he's interested in having kids in any time soon with anybody, honestly. He said he want to travel the world. Yeah. No, you don't.
Ain't been nowhere.
I feel like he's just saying that. How you want to travel the world, but you ain't never been nowhere?
Right.
You have to have been a few places to want to travel the world. That's like saying, oh, I want to start fishing and you ain't got no equipment. It's like, I think you might be lying, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying he's lying, but
I just don't.
It doesn't sound right.
He just wants to say something so he don't have to talk about having kids.
Yeah,
that's what I think. I
don't think he want any kids. He already told Katina, you got 2 years to go finish your schooling. You got this, you got that. No, you don't want any kids.
Speaking of that, he told Katina, he told the producers that if he were telling the truth, he would tell Katina, focus on yourself, focus on your career, because I don't want you to get too stressed out with having me as a husband because I'm so much work, and having kids and trying to finish nursing school. That's too much. First of all, having a husband should relieve you of some of the stress that you have, not add to your stress in life.
Ooh, amen.
Why would you want to be with somebody who add to your stress?
Let me know.
Which you ought to be, baby, I can do bad all by myself. Didn't Tyler Perry tell y'all that?
And Oprah.
No. He said, I'm a time-consuming husband. Well, baby, you don't need to be married to nobody then, because that sounds like a job.
Okay.
Okay? And Lord knows that you don't want to take care of nobody. So your wife got to go to work, so she don't need 2 jobs.
Yeah. She'll have a lot of jobs.
Right. The kids is a job, you a job, and she got her 9-to-5 job because you don't want to pay none of her bills and pay for the kids.
Ooh.
This sounds like some bull.
A trap.
Phew. Don't get her started. She'll start shaking her pen and everything.
Okay. He said it's going to be draining for my wife. He said my wife is draining. He said Katina needs to leave him and focus on school, bang that out,
Ciao.
and then she can worry about having kids. And he's not going anywhere.
Well,
Really?
she would go somewhere.
She probably wanted to go somewhere pretty soon.
Right.
And it's not going to be to the house with her.
I want him to go somewhere, to be honest, to hell. Because
Wow.
that plan is a hot mess, okay? The plan is hot, and I want him to be hot. Because that is complete BS. That is one of the worst things I've heard this season as far as what he thinks his wife should do. He don't want to be with her. He wants a divorce.
Yeah. He don't want responsibility and then like that. And he's just trying to make up something so he can say no. But you can still say no. Katina already got in her eyes. I can see it. She's going to say no.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, her eyes are puffy. That means she hadn't been sleeping or nothing. I mean, Katina.
You can't sleep when Elijah Wan is your husband. You got a job.
Yeah, Katina, girl, you was looking cute and everything, but now your eyes looking puffy and stuff. This man is draining you. For real. And you hadn't even had any kids or anything. So he's a real, he's draining you.
Honey, listen, this is a life lesson for all of us. When your eyes start getting puffy, you got to get out.
Yeah.
Time to move on.
Yeah. You was looking cute at first, and all of a sudden your eyes puffy and everything going on.
No, ma'am.
Nope.
Anyway, that's all the notes that we have. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so. We can't wait till next week, but I won't be here next week. But.
Go back to your husband, girl. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next week wait, we have 1.5 more weeks? Wait, we have 2 more weeks of the show?
I don't know.
I think it's
2 more weeks of the
2
show.
more weeks.
Next week and then
the
decision
final.
day. I can't wait.